Figure in. Attention, please. May I have your attention, please? Tonight's immersive production runs 90 minutes with no intermission and contains scenes of blood and violence, some that may be too horrific for the eyes and ears. If you feel you could be triggered, please turn back now. You have been warned, and by entering the playing space, you have given consent to bear witness. The show program can be found by scanning the QR code being projected on the wall. Before we begin, turn off your blasted cell phones and anything that makes noise, or you will be escorted out when it goes off. We do not jest. You are our court tonight, and our court gets bloody. Be aware, but do not fear. Most of it washes away. In case of an emergency, blood-curdling screams are recommended as you flee through the doors as you came in. Now sit back, suspend your disbelief, multiply one man by 1,000, and enjoy the experience.
When shall we three meet again? Okay. Right. Okay. When the stop. When the why? And when the upon dying. Yeah, to be with Macbeth. Very foul and foul and through the fog and yeah. What's flying at his eyes?
This is a sergeant! Like a good and hearty soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend. Say to the queen and all to the girls thou didst leave.
Doubtful it stood. The merciless MacDonald, worthy to be on level, or to let the multiplying villainies of nature be sworn upon him, and fortune on him home. Gliding, shone like a rebel's oar. All is too weak. Brave like that, where he deserves to be. Scathing fortune, with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution. By valor speeding, carved out his passage till he faced the slave, which ne'er shook hands, nor bade farewell to him, till he unsleeved him from the name for the chops.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
But as whence the sun gives his reflection, shipwrecking storms and direful thunders break. So from that spring where comfort seemed to come, discomfort swelled. Mark be no star, mark, no justice hand, with valor armed, compelled these skipping turns to trust their heels. But the Norwegian board, surveying refuge, with furnished arms and your supplies of men, began of precious thought.
Disbelief not this our captains, Macbeth and Ventura.
Yes, and so sparrows, eagles. For the hair of the lion, if I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with death rattle. They redoubled strokes upon the foe. I face them. I got you. I know.
So well thy words become thee as thy wound. They smack of honor both good and fortune. Who got here?
Oh, the worthy Thane of Ross.
Let's see. Whence came looking? Fine, great, huge. Norway and banners flout the sky and fan our evil homes. Norway itself, terrible numbers, assisted by the disloyal traitor. They are called the innocent confidence. That their lovers blind laughed in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons. What rebellious arm needs the arm, curbing his lavish spirits. And you becomes. No more that vein of honor shall deceive our bosoms. Go, pronounce his present death, and with his former title, return. I'll see it done. What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won. Sister. Why? Run! I run! Macbeth hath come!
So foul and fair a day I had not seen.
How far is it, Conqueror? What are these? The women is so bald in their attire that look up at the inhabitants of the earth and never wrote it. Live you? Or are you off that man my question? You seem to understand me, but he said once a chopping thing and then upon a skinny lips. Should be women and let your beards forbid you to interpret that you
Speak, man.
Beth, thinking of long. I am to thee, of God. Oh, my God. Thou shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you stop and see the fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are ye even trustable? Well, that's indeed what I believe you should. My noble party, you greet with present grace, in great prediction of noble having and of royal hope. As he seems rapt with awe. And to me you speak not. If you can, look into the seeds of time things bring and grow, which will never speak then to me. Neither beg nor plead your favors nor your hates.
Bless you, that you so how. Thou shalt be kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Oh,
Stay, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. My sinner's death I know aren't vain of blocks, but how of Cawdor. The vein of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not from the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic breathing. Speak, authority!
The earth hath bubbles as the water hath, neither rub them. Whither are they vanished?
Yeah.
Stayed. For such things here you speak of. Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be king.
You shall be king.
They have Cawdor too, were it not so.
And same tune in words. Who's here?
we have happily received Macbeth the news of thy success, and when she reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, her 1% phrases, that which should be thine or hers. Want to hear thy praises and kingdom's great defense and pour them down. I am sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, and for an earnest of greater honor, he bade me from her call thee Thane of Cawdor, in which addition hail was worthy fame for it is thine.
Well, see, that does speak true. Yeah, Cawdor, that's why I go off and borrow clothes.
What's the fame this yet? But until judgments that bears that life which he deserves to lose. But he survived the battle more wail, did lie around the come back. So that with both he may win his country's back. I know not, but treason's capital confessed and proved her overthrown.
Thank God. Thanks to spot. It's for your pains. Do you not hope the children shall be innocent? Well, those that gave a pain of Cawdor to me promised no less to them.
Perhaps must have gone my guess and chasing on to the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. 'Tis strange. Oftentimes to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness, they tell us truths. They win us from honest trifles, trace and deepest consequence. Cousin, a word I pray.
Two truths are told. Right? Happy prolost, swelling act of the appearing fame. Thank you, gentlewoman. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill. Not be good. If ill, why hath it given me an earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion whose horrid image doth not fix my hair and make my skin heart knock and my ribs against the loose connection? Does it please are less than home? Thoughts, she'd so my single state of man that function is smothered in surmise. Nothing is the voice. If chance will have me king, my chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour runs through the roughest day.
Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me a favor. My dull brain was wrought with things forgotten. Let us toward the queen. What a chance. And in more time the interim having waited, than speak our free hearts each to other. Very gladly, but enough now.
His execution done on Cawdor. Are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoken with one that saw him die and did report that, very frankly, he confessed his treasons and implored your highness's pardon and set forth a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became him like believing him. He died as one that had been studied in his death to throw away the dearest thing he owed us to our careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman, on whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is heavy on me. Thou art so far before. The swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. If thou had less deserved, the proportion of both thanks and payment might be mine. Only I have left to say, more is I do, and more than all can pay.
Service and the loyalty I know. In doing it pays itself. Your Highness bar is to receive our gifts.
Come. I have begun to plant thee, and will labor to make thee full of growth. Noble Banquo, thou hast no less deserved, nor should be known, no less to have done so. Let me embrace thee, fold thee to the heart.
Fair grow, the harvest is your own.
I pledge this yours. Once. I something fun. Sons, kinsmen, babes, and you whose places are the nearest, know we shall establish our estates upon our eldest Malcolm, whom we should name hereafter the Prince of Cumberland. Then hence the Inverness and mine is further to do.
The rest is legal, which is not me. I'll be myself the harbinger, and make joyful the hearing of my wife to approach so humility.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They met me in a day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report, they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned and desired to question them further, they made themselves air into which they vanished. Whilst I stood, wrapped in the wonder of caveness for the king, who all hailed me, Thane of Cawdor, by which time before these queer sisters saluted me and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail King that shall be. This have I done good to my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Lambs thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst hope, wouldst thou hold, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. I be hither, that I may pour my spirits into thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the world, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The queen comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master Richard who worked so, would have informed for preparation?
It is true. I think he's one of my fellows had this meeting, who, almost dead from breath, had scarcely more than would be.
Give him tending. He brings great news. The raven himself is forced that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan. Under my battlements, come, you spirits that tend on mortal foes. Unsext me here and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of dire cruelty. Make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse. That no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between me. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall. You murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Come, thick night, and pull thee in the dynasty smoke of hell, that my keen knife not see the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great consort fire, great look, offering a laughter, thy letters have transport me in their presence, and I feel now instant.
Duncan comes here tonight.
And one was tense.
Tomorrow, as she proposes.
Oh, never shall sunlight mortal see. Your face, my pain is a book remending in strange matters. The look like it's time. About her welcome in your eyes. Your hand. Your tongue. Look like an innocent flower, but be the serpent under. She that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall all our night face upon. They slowly songs. Asking. All of us to me.
This castle hath the pleasant seat. There, nimbly and sweetly recommends itself to our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, several hot while it is approved. Place blood venturing at the heaven's breath, smells gloomy here. No jutty breeze buttress, nor quite advantage when this bird hath made his bed in bed, and procreate free. But the air is delicate, they must breed in.
See, our honored hostess. The love that follows us sometimes is our trouble, but still we thank its love.
All our service, and every point Christ died and made them know. We're poor and single business to contend against those honors deep and broad were written. Your Majesty loads our.
We weren't slain of Cawdor. We coursed him on our heels and made a promise to be his purveyor. But he rides well. And his great love, sharp as his spur, hath helped him to his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Your servants. Oh.
We're done Wednesday, though. So well have done quickly. Assassination and travel. That's all might be over. Honestly, show plan, show life. Spaces we stand. We're teaching what we shall into me talk. Worst design. Then, as a host, we should need to know for I myself. I have no spur to break the sides of my intent, but only faulty ambition, which overleaps itself and falls on the other. Now the news.
She's almost up. Why have you left the chamber?
If she asks for me,
No, you not. She has.
see no further business. She allowed me played time. I have untold opinions from all sorts of people, who should be more now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk? Where you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since? And makes it now to look so green and pale, and when it did so free? From this time, such I count thy love. Out there of fear to look the same in thine own active valor, as thou art in desire, where thou hast that which thou esteemest the ornament of life, and in the tower of thine own esteem, letting I dare not, whereupon I would, like a poor cat in the attic.
I did woman become that dares force and honor.
But please wasn't that ancient and nice to me. When you just do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more than man. Nor time nor place than they. And yet you would make both. They have to make themselves. And that their fitness now does unmake you. And know how to love the baby. While they're smiling in my face, have popped my nipple from his boneless guns and dashed the brains out, and I so scorn as you have done to this. We fail.
Bye-bye.
And will not fail. When nothing is a sin. Where? Her heart is soundly inviting. So it's that the water of the rain shall be a sweet, and the receipt of peace. I'll live that only. When it's the transformation's life. What out sweating boxes, we shall wear your our things well.
God see we have all will seek to a throne chamber and use the very daggers they have built.
Yes, lovely. As we shall make our recent family going up on earth.
Then the beach will walk into this terrible feet. Away, walk the time, very show. False face must hide when the false heart not know.
How goes the night, huh? She goes down there and explodes. Oh. What's that? That's the tree in heaven. Candles are all out. Heavy sounds flies upon me like lead, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restraining me, the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Yeah, well, heavy of sound. Who's there? What? Son, not in that rest. Wait a minute. You have to be in a needful pleasure, and said will bring on just the opposite. I dreamt last night. Three weird sisters. You they have showed some truth. Huh. I think when we retreat now and serve, we said they support upon that business will grab the time. Very clever. You shall plead to my consent when this shall make harm. So I need to know the secret to organizers. Let's not keep our music franchise and business clear. Shall we counsel? Both one. Excellent. Now to you. So we have what you're seeing for. The hand my hand. Touch me.
Happy not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision as sensible to feeling as to sight? Art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat depressed brain? See thee still, for as palpable as this which now I draw. Washes me in a way that I was begone, and such an instrument I was to use. Or else will all rest. See thee still, and all night craving guilty bouts of blood which was not so before. Yes, no such thing. This is too portals in mine eyes. Now, one half of nature seems dead. Wicked dreams of youth become sleep. Fear not my sleeps was no monk. Be thy very stones, take off my whereabout and take the present over from the time. Sleep. Fear not, Duncan. It is a bell. Summons thee to heaven. Or to hell.
That which in front of the wall. Why should I have to be quiet?
Ah! Who's there?
Hark! Peace. That. I'm afraid they have awaited. The attempt and not take grounds.
What? Hark!
Hark! I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. And she found step on my earth. She said, I had done it.
Oh!
My
Oh!
husband.
I have done this deed. Is thou not hearing noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not he speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended.
I.
Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
Oh! This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
It won't be back, Mason. They won't cry. Oh, yeah. But they didn't wake you, sir. I stood and heard them. They didn't say their prayers and the first thing begin to speak.
They're too large together.
Won't cry. And I'll bring the other. They can see these hands.
Consider it.
Fears I could not say anything, but they could say God bless us. Deeply. But wherefore could I not put us on men? I must be the blessing and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds shall be fought after these ways of the latest man.
Well, I will go straight. All of our minds, great nature, so be course, chief nourisher of life, sweet. Billy cry, sleep no more to all the house. Clogs have murdered sleep, therefore Collador shall sleep no more.
What's a devil's pride? Why would fain you do unbend your noble strength to think so great sickly of things? Go, get some water, wash this filthy witness from your hands. Why do you bring the daggers from this place? Oh. They must lie there. Go, carry them, spear the sleeping grooves with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look, I cannot.
In form of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping room bed. What is it? Tis the eye of childhood, the fears of peace. If she do, I'll give the faces of the grooms withal, for it must sing their guilt. I
wish we knew never goes upon me. That's okay. All great Neptune's ocean.
Wash this book clean from my hands. My hand will run to the multitude in the seas in Canada, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color,
Huh.
but I shame to wear a heart so white. Oh, I hear nothing of this country. Retire me to our chamber. Alone where that is in or knocking. Get on your knife down. Be not lost so early in your thoughts.
Nobody took us on myself. Wake up and remind me! I have no courage to.
Oh, oh. Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of hell gate, he could hold turning the key. Oh, here's a farmer who hanged himself in the expectation of plenty. Come in, now. Yeah, have napkins about you, here you'll sweat for it.
Who's there?
Thank you. Who's there? In the name of the other devil's name. God. Hey, here's an equivocator who could swear on both scales against the other scale. Who committed treason and outward lies take a good not equivocate heaven. Come in equivocator. Who's there? Oh, hey. Here's an English tailor sent thither for stealing out of a French hose. There, come in time. Oh, here you may roast your goose. Oh, quiet. Who are you? Yeah. This place is too cold for now. I'll down the corner and go further. Then I thought to let in some of all the perfection. We go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Oh, no. Hurry, sir. Remember the.
Was it so late, Fred? Aaron, you went to bed that you can lie so late?
Aye, sir, we were carousing until the second cop. And the drink is a provoker of three things.
What three things does drink especially provoke?
Pain, sir. Nose picking, sleep, and urine. Well, Richard, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes a desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with luxury. Yeah, it makes him and it mars it. That's on it. It's off. It persuades him. And it disheartens him. And in conclusion, it makes him stand true. And not stand to. So, in conclusion, sir, it equivocates simple. In a seat and giving him a lie.
I believe Tree gave thee the lie last night.
Yes, thank you, sir. Oh, no, that broke on me, but I requited it for his lie, and I think he would be too strong for him. Though he took me by the leg sometimes. Well, I made a ship to catch him.
Is thy master stirring or knocking at the wake? Here he comes.
Good morning, sir.
The moral vote.
Is the queen stirring, what do you think?
Not yet.
She did command me to call timely on her. I will slip you out.
I will bring you to her.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight is expaid. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the queen hence today.
She does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard in the air, strange screams of death, and prophesizing with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events new hatched for the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
Was a rough life.
Oh, heart cannot conceive or made me.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. To approach the chamber and destroy your sight in the new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak. Stay and speak yourselves. Away! Away! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo, Donway, Malcolm, away! Take off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit and look on death itself. Up! Up and see the great doom's image! Malcolm, brave boys from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror! Ring the bell!
What's ridiculous? That such a hidden puppet called Kiss parlays the sleepers of the house. Speak! Speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition in a woman's ears would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, royal master's murdered.
Oh, alas, what in our house?
True cruel anywhere. Dear doth I prithee, contradict thyself and say it is not so.
Oh, had I but died now before this chance I ended the blessed time. For from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality. Renown and grace is dead. All is but toys. The wine of life is gone, and the mere lees is left this vault to brag of.
What in this?
You are and do not know it! Spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
The royal mother's murdered.
By who?
Those of her bedchamber, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces all bounced with blood as for their diamonds, which unwanted found upon their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
And yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Wise, amazed, tempered, and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment. No man. The expedition of my father was out on the pause. Reason. Give it home. Sleep, all the blood. Gashed stabs. Look like a breach in nature for ruins, wasteful entrance. There, the murders, steeped in the colors of the trade. Their daggers unmanly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love? And in that heart, courage to make this love known.
Good tell, lady.
Why to behold our tongues? That must be played this argument for hours.
Should be spoken here, where our faith gain and honor holy Russian sees us. That's away. I get through.
Our strong sorrow will the foot of motion.
Look to the lady. And when we have our lady birth to see suffer exposure, let us meet. Question this most bloody piece of work to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us. In the great hand of God I stand, and thence against the other false pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
So do I.
So let us briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Walk ahead.
What you
Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow as an office person, full spend as easy. I'll take.
To Ireland, our separated fortune shall keep us both the safe room. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles. Here in blood, and you're bloody.
Or Miss Chef that shot, not enlightened. Our safest way is to avoid the aim. Therefore, course, and let us not be daintily taken, but shift away. There is warranty in that net, which steals itself, and there was no mercy.
Here comes the good man done. How goes the world, sir, now?
I see not.
Is it known for the poverty?
Those that Macbeth have slain.
What's the name? What group did they pretend?
They were sworn. Malcolm and Donald, the queen's two children, are stolen away and fled, which puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still. Thriftless ambition that will raven up thine own lives and beings. Then 'tis most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named. I'll just go and be invested.
Where is Duncan's body?
Carried to Conkill, sacred storehouse of their predecessors and guardian of their bones.
You just go.
No cousin, not the wife.
Well, I will be there.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu, unless our old world city is here than our new.
Farewell.
Thou hast it now. King, Cawdor Glams. Oh, as the weed women promised. Not fear the faithful Stallyfoot. For it was said, you should not stand in thy posterity. For myself should be the roots and father of many kings. They come true from them. Upon thee, Macbeth, this thing to shine. Why? But the verities on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well? Set me up in hope. Sure. Here's our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been a gap in our great feast, and all fame unbecoming.
Tonight, we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
What your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are really most indissoluble tie for the minute.
Write you this afternoon.
I know.
We should have thus desired your good advice in this day's council, but we'll take tomorrow. As far, you bride.
As far, my lord, as with the time to distant sun.
I'll hie you to horse to do till you return at night. Ghost play on with you.
I'm a good lord. Our time does call upon us.
Well, I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. Make society the sweeter welcome, we shall keep ourselves till supper time. Thus, nothing. State from us. Our fears and magnanimous. Did this royalty of nature reign established to tis much in days into the dauntless temper of his mind, the ample wisdom that will guide his balance acts. There is none but he whose being I do fear, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters when first they put the name of king upon me, then made them speak to him, then prophet they held him farm to a lie. For my headings, what a very seven I like, it's to be wrenched by an unlineal hand, no son of mice. So. Rain comes in the fastest of my peace, and my eternal truth, give it to harmony. You make them kings! Seeds of grateful kings. So, come fate into the list and champion me to utterance. Who's there? Not yesterday we smoked.
And what's the please, Highness?
Well then now, I can consider up our speeches. Know that it was in times past. What was on unfortunate, but you both have been out of us itself. Does that make good to you in our last conference?
Are you available more?
I did so. And what firm. which is now our point second E. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go? Are you so gospel to pray for this good man and for his issue, whose heavy hand hath bowed him to the graves and better to us forever?
We young man.
My page. Right. And the catalog go for men.
I am one, my liege.
And I another.
Both of you know Bagwell was your enemy.
Untrue, my lord.
So is he mine. And though I could with barefaced power sweep him from my sight and bid my will avouch it, yet I must not. For certain friends that are both his and mine. What I be not proud. And this it is that I to your assistance did make love, masking the business from the common eye, or some tree, wait years.
We found my lord.
I know a lot.
Your spirit shall improve! Within this hour at most, I'll advise you to acquaint with the perfect spine time, the moment want, for it must be tonight, and something from the palace, and with him, to no robs nor what lands, his chime, that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's, must embrace the fate of that. Resolve to come to you now.
We are resolved, my lord.
Oh, abide with me. I'll call upon thee straight. Tis concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, is finding out tonight.
Oh, now, my lord. I leave you alone. What's done is done.
You have scorned state not. She'll close and be herself whilst our poor Malice remains in danger of her former dream. And we will eat our meal in fear, and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly.
Come on, gentle. Slick over your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
Scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo is flames lives.
But in them nature's countenance not return.
There's comfort yet they are assailable. And be thou jockey. There shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What is to be done?
The innocent of the knowledge here is shocked upon them. And hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill, so pray go get me.
And won't that big thee join with us?
Macbeth.
He's not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction just.
Well, then stand with us. Huh? West End Glimmers was some streets of day as far as the lated travel at pace, the game of timely in, and yeah. Well, just the subject of our watch, huh?
I hear horses. Give us the night there, huh?
It is he. The rest that are within the note of expectation already are in the court.
It's our stop out. Once a while. So all men do from hence to the palace gate make it their walk.
A light! A light!
To seize and It's will be rain tonight. Let it come down. Hold it, Striker! Was it not the way? Let's put one down! The child is fled!
We have lost by half of our
Wait, it's down with the sun.
Ourselves shall mingle with society and play the humble host. Hostess keeps her steak. But in this time, we should honor her welcome.
Pronounce it for research, all our friends. For my heart speaks, they are welcome.
See, they encountered me with their heart stinks. Oh. Sleep down. Sorry, how you been here with you watching Reverend Donald the people around us.
The thankful, sir.
Better he would not give you this, he dispatched.
My lord, his throat is kind that I did for him.
Now, that's yeah, he's through the life.
Most well, sir. Leon's escape.
Don't come so big again. Just perfect. Now I'm happy. People's face!
Aye, my good lord, a safe in a ditch he binds with 20 trenchant gashes on his head. At least a death thing, huh?
Expensive. And goes so. The world that's the have nature that in time will then breed. No teeth for the present. More will be much.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheer.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness sit.
Here we had now our country's honor roof, with a grace person of our bankroll present. May I rather challenge for unkindness, pay for his chance.
His absence, sir, let us lay him upon his promise. Please, your highness, to grace us with your royal company.
Table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves her?
Which one of you have done?
What, my good lord?
Thou canst not say I didn't. Never take that Goldilocks in me!
Company rise, his highness.
Sit! Worthy friends, my fame is often thus and hath been from his youth. The fit is momentary. He will again, well, feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
Aye. Although that never gone that which I call the devil.
Stop. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the electron dagger which you said led you to Duncan. These fraudulent stars, imposters here. Why do you make such faces? When else then you look but upon a stool?
Do you see that? See, behold, look, love. Savior, if thou canst not speak too. If Toronto houses and our graves must send those that we bury back, on morning it shall be the walls of kite.
What? Quite unmanned in folly.
And here I saw.
I'm for shame!
Too terrible here. The time has been when the brains were out, the man would die there and end. But now they rise again with 20 more murders on their crowns, pushed us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
Oh, my royal lord, your noble friends do lack you.
Do not muse at me, my most worthy friend. I have a strange currency which is not even those. Oh, sit down. Give me some wine. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here! To all in him we're thirsting, all to all.
Our duties in the plan.
The fog and twin my sight! Let the earth hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with.
My friend, but as a thief of custom, 'tis no other, only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
Why would man dare not? Can't be to that's nice. If trembling I inhabit then, protest be the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, on no mockery heads! And then,
You have displaced the verb, and broke the good meaning with most admired disorder. Such things be.
And over almost like a solar's planet without our special wonder. Right. Even to the disposition I own. When I think now, you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blessed with fear.
What sights, my lord?
Keep them strong. Question and ring to clear. At once, good night. Stand like time wherever you're going, but go at once.
Better help the ten.
A kind good night to all. A kind good night to all.
Blood. They say. Blood! We'll have blood!
Night. Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
I say it's out there, Macbeth, the nicest person in our great being.
Did you send?
So, cheering, by the way. That was, one of them in Sussex, so. Oh, not too consistent. And sleep. Now I am bent to know, but the worst means the worst. I am in blood and stepped in so far. Should I wait no more? Return was tedious as go on.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Go to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiative that once hard use. Yeah,
Things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth where she was dead, and the right valiant Bengal walked to wait, for whom you may say the please of Theon's good. Theon's fled, men must not walk too late. Look at what the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and Donley to kill their gracious mother. David Balto did grieve Macbeth. Did he not straight in a pious rage the two delinquents stared that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was that not nobly done? Aye, and wisely too. So that I say he has borne all things well. And I do think that had he dubbed his children under his keys as if his enemy shall not, he would find what would kill a mother. But peace. For from broad words, because he failed his presence at the time of peace, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Lady, can you tell where he bestows himself? The son of Duncan is in he was told. Thither Macduff is gone to pray holy king upon his aid, that by the help of Venus, warlike sword, and I just want for us to give to our tables meat, salute to our knights, from our feasts and favors bloody knives. Faithful Lord and receive my offers, all which we pine for now. And this report hath so exasperated the king. Paris was an attempted war, sent he to Macduff. It absolute serve not I. The cloudy messenger turns him his back, and comes to say, you'll rue the time that clocks me with his answer. My fasten to a party all, what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel, fly to the port of England and unfold his message ere he come, and a swift blessing may soon return to this our suffering country on where he occurs. I'll send my prayers to him. The branded cat hath you. Yes, it was the ultimate one. Round about, called me up. And I'm going to the trails throw. Oh, that on the coast of day and night. Third one. Swelter venom, sleeping got. Boiled out first in a charred pot. Trouble, trouble, toil and trouble. Fire and cauldron bubble. Minutes of a penny snake. In the cauldron boiling thing. I tell a frog. All that and tongue. I just want. Listen now. I'll get you. Pouring drama back. Like I have bubble. Double, toil and trouble. Fire and cauldron bubble.
Well, dragon, 2 for 1. Which is money line both of the rabbit souls strong. Hemlock dipped in the dark. Liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of you. Slivered in the moon's eclectic, nose of turf and tartar slicks. Finger of birth strangled babe, ditched delivered by a grab, like the gloom, thick and slab. And there's two a timeless cauldron for the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, toil and trouble, fire and cauldron bubble.
Good. Apples blood. Then the charms burn good. By the breaking of my lungs. Something wakened my arm. Open lungs, whoever.
Oh, now, secret blackened midnight hags. What is to do?
I see without name.
I conjure you by that which you profess. However you come to know it, answer me.
Oh.
Though you untie the rings and let them fight against the churches, though the yeasty waves confound and swallow navigation up, even till destruction sicken, answer me to what I ask.
Speak, deny.
We'll answer.
Say if thou hast rather heard from our mouths or from our master.
Oh, let me see.
Poor sound. No. That has eaten her 9 fathoms. Sweat. Grease. It's sweating from the burning engine. Throw into the flame. I love thyself and is deathly show.
Tell me thy unknown power.
Of thy fault. Hear me speak. Say thou what?
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth. Beware, Macduff. Beware the faint fight. Dismiss me enough.
Wherewithal, for thy good caution thinks, thou hast marked my fear aright. One word more.
Oh, will that be commanded? Is it not? What would to defend of her?
Macbeth.
After years, I hear thee.
Be blooded, bold, and resolute. Laugh. Laugh, scorn, the power of man. Another woman born shall harm Macbeth.
What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make sure and stumble sure and take upon the fate thou shalt not. That I may tell pale heart and fear eyes, sleep in fire upon. What is this? There rises like the issue of a queen, who wears a bonnet plated brow around the top of sovereignty.
Be lying metal, proud, take no care who shakes, who frets, or where his fires are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham wood, to hide Dunsinane Hill, shall come against.
Ha! That can never be! Who can oppress the forest? The tree and fix its earthbound roots. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me if your art can tell so much. The bankroll's issue ever reign in the scheme. Seek to know no more. I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you.
They breathe his arms, my shadows, the arms.
Like the spirit of bankroll. Down! Well, to see mine eyelids. Like the gold bound brow is like the first. The third is like the former, filthy hags! Why do you show me this? Fourth, stop eyes. Look where the line stretch out to the crack of doom. The sixth, the seventh. Now I see an eighth appears and holds a glass that shows me many more. I see it's true. But Lord Banquet smiles and he wants it for his. What? Is all this so?
I, sir, all this is so. But all the servants get the surveys in the need.
Gone? Let this pernicious hour send I a person in the calendar. Come in without there!
What's your voice's will?
Oh, you the weird
No,
They not
no, indeed, my lord.
in the air whereon they ride, and damn all those who trust them. I can hear the galloping of horse. Who was came by?
Tis two or three, my lord, to bring you word Macduff is fled to England. Aye, my good lord.
Fighting purposes never token with it, you go with it. Even now, crown my father back, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff was surprised, cities upon fire. The sword is white, in spades, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. But no more boasting like a fool! This deed I'll do before this purpose school! No more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What had he done to make him fly the land? You must have patience, madam. He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fear to make us cowards. No, not whether it was his wisdom or his fear. His wisdom to leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles, in the place from whence himself does fly. My dearest cuz, I pray you, school yourself. Your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fitness. I dare not speak much further. Cruel are the times of we are strangers who do not know ourselves. When we hold rumor for what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float on a wild and violent sea each way through. I take my leave of you. Will not be long without my here again. Blessing upon you. Father he is, and yet he's fatherless. I take my leave. Child, your father is dead. And what will you do now? How will you live? Words. What? With worms and flies? What I get? Poor bird, thou'st never fear the gnat nor the line, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I? Poor birds, they are not set for. My father is not dead for. Say.
Yes, he is dead. And how wilt thou do for a father?
How will you do for a husband?
Why, I spy 20 at any market.
My father a traitor, mother?
Aye. And he was.
What is it, mother?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And we all traitors that do so?
Everyone who does so is a traitor and must be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear to
Everyone.
You must hang them.
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools. There are liars and swearers enough to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Before monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If you would not you root for him. If you would not, it were a good sign. I should quickly have him before.
Back thou talkst.
Bless you, fair dame. I'm not to know, though in your state of honor I am perfect. I can, when we fit some danger does approach nearly. Be not found here, hence with your little ones. To frighten you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to your felt cruelty, which is too nigh the purpose. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But now I forever. I am in this earthly world where to do harm is often laudable. To do good sometimes accounted dangerous folly. Why then do I put up this womanly defense to say I've done no harm? What's all these faces? Where is your husband? I hope no place so unsanctified or some down as fine face of traitor.
Yeah, I'm trying treachery.
Let us seek out some desolate shade there. We are sad bosoms.
Let us rather hold fast the moral sword, and like good men, bestride our downfall and birth them. Each new morn, new widows howl, new orphans cry, new sorrows strike heaven on the face, that it resounds as if it dealt with Scotland and yelled out like syllable of dolor.
Believe on it. But no belief. And when I can redress, as I shall find the time to, friend, I will. You have spoken it, so perchance. So they blisters our tongues was once thought honest. You have loved him well. He hath not touched you yet. I am young, but something you may deserve of him through me. And wisdom to offer up a weak, poor, innocent lamb to appease an angry God.
I am not stretched for
But the threat is a good and virtuous nature may recoil in an imperial charge. Shall create your party. You are my thoughts cannot transpose. Angels are bright still, though the brightest fell. And though all things foul would wear the brows of grace, grace must still look so.
I have lost my hopes.
Chance even there I did find my hopes. Be not offended, I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke. Weeps and bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds.
See who comes here.
My countryman did, I know her not.
My ever gentle cousin. Welcome hither.
Oh, I know her now. Good God, be times remove the means that makes us strangers.
There are men
Stand solidly where it did.
thus. Poor country. Almost afraid to know itself. It cannot be called our mother, but our brains, or nothing but who knows nothing is what seemed to smile.
It's the newest street.
That of an hour's age doth hiss the speaker. Each minute takes a new one.
How does my wife?
Why?
How are my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant is not battered at their peace.
No. They were well at peace when I didn't.
Be not withholding of your speech. How goes it?
And I came to them. Transport the tidings that I had heavenly born. There ran a rumor of many worthy fellows that were out, which was my belief in this the rather for that. I saw the tyrant's power afoot. Now is the time of it all.
Be it to the comfort. We are coming thither. Gracious England hath lent us good seaward and 10,000 men, an older and a better soldier none that Christendom gives out.
When I can answer them, comfort with the light that I have words that would be howled out in the desert air and hearing ship not lasting.
What concern they? General cause, or is it fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest and it bears some woe. For the main part pertains to you alone.
Well, if it be mine, quickly let me have it, keep it from me not.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever, that shall possess them with the heaviest sound that yet they heard. Your castle is surprised, your wife and babes savagely slow. To relate the manner whereof the courier these murders here to add them, and you have mercy to heaven.
What man? Therefore your hat upon your brows gives sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the overfraught heart and bids it break.
My children too?
Wife, children, servants, all that can be said.
And I must be from thence? My wife? You too?
Instead,
Be comforted. Let's make us medicines for great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All my pretty ones? Did you say all? Oh, how can I all? What? All my chickens in their town one house?
Dispute like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. I cannot but remember such things for that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and would not take their part? Sinful methought they were all struck for thee, not that I am, not for their own demerits, but for mine fell slaughter on their soul. Heavenly Saint,
Venus, the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blood not the heart, enrage it.
oh, I could play the moon with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue, when gentle heaven cuts you all into me. Front to front, bring down this king of Scotland and myself, before my sword flicks at him, and if he escape, heaven forgive him too. Macbeth!
spot. Out to spot. Out. Why? Just trying to do. It's murky. 5, my lord, 5. A soldier and a feared. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call on power to account? Beautiful.
You're going to have so much fun. I think the fun. I have a wife. Where's she now? Oh, oh, what? Will these hands never be clean? No more. No more of that. You know, stop. Your sister. What? All the perfumes of a renewal. Sweet. This little hand. Ah! Wash your hands. Put on your gown. Look, not so big. I tell you yet again, Big Wolfberry cannot come out of this grave. I'm knocking at the gate. Ah! 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 What's done? Cannot breathe. I'm done. Sit back. Sit back. The English power is here. Let all my mouth, because I will see where the end. The event is word in the their fear conflict, which if you take them, give along and such more like man.
The burning which shall meet them, that way are they coming.
What does the titles?
Great Dunsinane, strong and warning up. Some call him mad, others lesser hate him to call it valiant fury. But to be certain, he cannot buckle his tempered cause in the mountain.
Now the CC is secret murders sticking on his hands.
Well, march we on to give obedience, for 'tis truly, oh, meet we the medicine of the sickly wheel, and with him pour we in our country's purge, each drop of us.
But the peas, give the soft red flower, crowd the weeds. Make we our marks toward murder.
No more reports. Let them fly off. To Burnham would remove to Dunsinane, I cannot take with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born a bullet? The spirits that know all mortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man born of woman shall ever have power upon thee. Then fly, false things, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by, and the heart I bear, shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. Devil damn thee, black out, three-faced loon, whip off thou that goose loon.
There is 10,000 geese. Soldiers, sir.
Overret thy fear, thou little fool! What soldiers catch?
The English, my liege. The English force.
Take off these heads.
Our way of life has fallen into the sea of the yellow leaf, and that which should accompany old age is honor, love, obedience. Spreads I must not look to have. And instead, curses out loud. Now honor, breath, which the poor heart would fain deny, dare not. Now come see as I tell my story quickly.
All is confirmed, which is reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked.
Bring me my lord. Does not need to get
I'll put it on. Send out more horses. Stir the country round. Hate those that talk of fear. Bring me my armor.
This is the worst burden.
Let every soldier raise him up a bow and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow the numbers of our hosts and make discovery or in report of us.
It shall be done.
Wherefore was that cry? Forgotten taste of fears. The time spent my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek in my fell of hair. Wood and a dismal treaty rouse and stir a slight wind. I sunk full of horrors. Diamonds, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once stark me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord,
Is dead. Been time for such a word. Tomorrow. 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 Sped pace, day to day. The last syllable of regret. Our lives is a mindful of to us today. That is no option. One plan. Sprouts and fences out on the stage, so no more. It's a tale. Provided sound and fury signify nothing. Come see that talk, Lord.
I must report that which I say I saw, but I know not how to do it.
Stand and
As I flew on the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought I saw the wood begin to move.
I am a slave.
They ain't no bad, maybe not so. You may see within this 3 miles for yourself. I say a moving room.
If thy speech be false, on the next tree shall thy hang alive till famine cling thee. If thy speech be truth, I cannot that prosper me as much. Pull in resolution, and begin to doubt the equivocation of a fiend that lies like truth. Fear not that bad folk are the wood to come to Dunsinane. And now the wood comes toward Dunsinane. On and out! This which ye avouches does appear. There is no flying haste nor tarrying here. I came to be weary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bell! Blow wind! On wrath! That peace will die with on it.
Down to it now, Billy, be free, throw down and show like those you are!
Ah!
Doing the Titan's power. Let us be beaten every time.
Ah! Speak, you old rat, whose clamor is hungrier of blood and death! They tied me to a stake, I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What is he that was not born of woman? One I fear of none.
What is thy name?
Don't be afraid to hear it.
No. Wilt thou call thyself a hotter name than any is in hell?
My name is Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce a title more hateful to mine ear.
No more fearful.
Thou liest. A bar tower of all proof of the lie thou speakest. Oh.
Thou wast born of woman. But slaves I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
brandished by a soul that's of a woman born. And when the noises, pirate, show thy face. If thou be slain by no soul of mine, my God shall haunt me still. I cannot fight the red burns, and some for the red face. Down and down, I lost my spirit and went that way. I see the good I needed. Hear not from thee. By this quick battle when the great struggle is counted. If we find me working it more, I grab not. Turn, hellhound, turn!
All men else I have avoided thee. Get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words, thou bloodier villain, that turns can give thee out! Ah! Life! Of the beautiful one of woman born! This spare thy charm, and make the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee that Macbeth was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so. Will I find
The guilty coward! I will not yield! And bid to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. The Burnham would be countenance inane, and now oppose being of no woman born! Yet I will try the last. Lay on Macbeth, and damn be him that first cries hollow. Enough! King! I see the first for thy kingdom pearl. My salutations in your line, whose voices I now. Hail, King of Scotland!
A lot of these guys haven't worked me in producing a play. Babies, they said, I'm with it. I want to thank Anna and her husband Donald. They own this place. The friends of mine I came to and said, "Hey, I want to kill babies in your place." They said, "I'm with it." I thank you all for coming out tonight. We can't do this without you. We try and it's not as fun.
Man, thank you all for being here during the rain.
Thank you.
Thank you. We are Being a Revolution. Check us out on Instagram. We live stream every night on the YouTube. So if you want to watch more of this show and you're not here, just get on the YouTube and you can check it out. We have a couple more days we play here. Friday, Saturday, we play at 598 Main Street, right downtown, across Bargains, Irish Pub. So if you guys want to go there and get liquored up and come over and watch it, man, you're welcome to. Man, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than thank you all for being here. You can stick around.